The 3DS doesn't exactly have a stellar launch lineup, but luckily Street Fighter is here to steal the spotlight. Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition offers something to both newcomers and experts, tailoring the franchise's classic gameplay around the 3DS's unique features. It's not a perfect transition, but this is definitely one of the best launch titles for the system. If you're expecting a dumbed-down port with 5 fighters, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Impressively, 3D Edition has all 35 fighters from its console brothers, each with variable costumes and colors. All of the characters look and move pretty well, although the backgrounds have suffered in the process. I know some sacrifices had to be made somewhere, but some of these settings look pretty cheap. The 3D effect looks good, even though it didn't really add much to a 2D-styled fighter. Capcom did include a special mode called 3D Versus, which shifts the camera slightly and allows for a better 3D effect. It's cool for a few rounds, but then I switched back to normal. Also note that turning on 3D does impact the frame rate a little bit. It doesn't become choppy or anything, but it is a notable difference. Sonic Hurricane! In terms of features, challenge and training modes are also transitioned over, giving some awesome side content to people who want to beat the crap out of cars and hone their skills. But brand new to the 3DS version is a neat little idea that involves character statues. As you play the game, you'll earn figure points that are used to buy these small collectibles. The 3DS's pedometer-based play coins can also be exchanged for these points. You then assemble a team, which will automatically fight other players' teams when 2 3DSs are in sleep mode. This is a pretty cool idea, even though clunky menus and execution hold it back. I'm interested to see more ideas like this in the future. If you've played any Street Fighter before, you know what to expect here. Rock-solid controls with all of your favorite Fireball and Dragon Punch motions. However, this portable version posed an interesting problem. Since the game requires 6 buttons, players also have to use the 3DS's shoulder buttons to play, which isn't always comfortable or easy. To solve this problem, Capcom has turned the 3DS's touchpad into 4 buttons, which can be mapped to execute any attack, special move, or combo for that character. I can already hear hardcore fans starting to grumble. Hear me out. This change makes the game much more accessible. It takes the emphasis off of memorizing moves and focuses more on the strategy of when to use them. This is an interesting change that's great for anyone to pick up and play. And of course, if you don't like those types of shortcuts, you can always restrict or eliminate the touch-based controls entirely. You win! There are also a number of multiplayer options in this game. Using download play, a person with one Street Fighter cartridge can send a temporary copy of the game to another 3DS. The game can also be played online, although I had a few connection issues when I tried it out. Hopefully this will be ironed out by the time the game is released. Team battles and tournament modes are sadly absent, though you are able to watch people fight online and allow others to challenge you to a match. Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition packs a lot of what you love about the series into one complete handheld package. It's not a perfect port, and some of these new features need some fine-tuning, but this shouldn't dissuade you from picking it up. This is the most accessible Street Fighter has ever been, and it's certainly one of the best launch titles for the 3DS. For more on Super Street Fighter 4, head over to IGN.com.